Panama, for most people, is just a shipping destination, a logistical stop between continents. But we came to see it, to show that Panama is worth traveling. And then Willie broke down. Suddenly, everything was on the line. Can it be fixed? Can we still make our shipping date? What happens if we don't? Because we got nowhere to be and everywhere to go.
Have you ever asked yourself when is the right moment to start your own adventure? We choose ours and decided now is the moment. We are Andrea, Christian and Nacho. Together we are driving the longest road in the world, over 40,000 kilometers, from the Arctic Ocean to the southern tip of South America. This is the Pan American Highway. We're not rushing, we are here to catch every moment, every place and every story we find along the way. This isn't a break from life, this is life. Raw, real and better than we ever imagined.
Panama, country number 10 on our Pan American journey. For most people, Panama is just a pause, a logistical stop, the place where you ship your car south and move on with your trip. The border we chose to cross had no electricity, which meant no paperwork, no tip, no insurance, no entry. Just a normal day, the border officer said. Well, that was a first for us. So, we waited. 4 hours of sitting around, watching shadows move. Nacho, patient in that quiet way dogs have when they trust you more than the situation. The sun slipped lower, the air cooled. Our patience did not improve. Eventually, the lights came back. Papers were stamped, gates were open. Welcome to Panama. It was too late to reach our planned destination, so we ended up sleeping in someone's backyard. The people even gave us oranges and homemade candy. Somewhere along this journey, we learned that having little doesn't stop people from giving a lot. Our first destination was a tip we received from one of our followers, Luca, the Macho de Monte Canyon. The name Macho de Monte comes from the local talk about tapir, specifically the Central American tapir, which in Spanish is sometimes called Macho de Monte, which means mountain male. Locals say that the canyon got its name because this animal used to be common in the area centuries ago. The canyon opens up and suddenly you hear it before you see it. The rush of water dropping to the stone. Several falls, each one sliding or leaping down a few meters, hitting the pools below with that soft, echoing splash. And those pools, they really don't look real. The water settles into this deep green that catches the light in a way that feels almost enchanted, like something you'd stumble into a fairy tale when you weren't paying attention. Moss clings to the walls around them, bright and wet, and the whole place feels like it's been waiting for centuries without anyone noticing. Above, the trees burst into green, with leaves so vivid they look newly made, catching every shard of light before it drops into the canyon. The canyon exists because Baru volcano once roared. Eruptions layered this whole place in ash and hardened lava, building walls long before water found them. Even now, the rock shows those lines like old scars. They rise up, dark and tall, but softened by moss so bright it almost glows. The air is cooler, damp enough that your skin notices before your mind does. When the sun slips through the leaves above and touches the water, the pool changes. The surface catches it, bends it, and suddenly the green comes alive. Emerald light flickering from inside the water, sparkling softly, like something awake beneath the surface. So far, we've seen fewer street dogs than in the other countries. We always carry dog food with us anyway, and thanks to a donation from our friend Carolina, we are able to carry a little extra this time.
That's very bad. So somehow we drove this road and we don't have a drive anymore. So which means maybe one of the hubs is broken or a drive shaft. It's just making some very, very weird noises. So I think we have to check what's going on here. So the problem is we don't have drive anymore. If we activate the differential lock, which is a central diff, we have drive. If we stay and if I pull the handbrake, the car moves, which means it's probably the rear axle, and so which means maybe one of the drive shafts is broken or one of the hubs. If the differential is broken, it's very bad. If one of the drive shafts is broken, it's also bad, but possible to solve. And the problem is also if we have a lot of debris inside the differential now. Oh yeah. The problem is also we wanted to drive up a mountain, and we are now pretty far away from the last town, or it's like maybe 20 kilometers. And we search now for a place where I can remove the parts and check the drive shaft and the hubs. If they are broken, if we know what the problem is, it's maybe better. Yeah. And I have no idea how it is to get parts here in Panama. Probably better than other Central American countries, but Land Rover parts are always difficult. No happy wife. So the problem is, I believe the rear differential is broken, because if we loosen the, so if we put it in zero, handbrake loose, one rear on the rear axle in the air, and then technically if you turn the drive shaft, the wheel should move, but it didn't move. So the problem is, yeah, I think the differential is broken. So we have to bring the car somewhere to fix it, and yeah, try to get the parts somewhere somehow.
Not what we expected in Panama.
Nope, we had other plans.
We crawled down until we found a flat spot for the night, so we can figure out what our next steps are. Luckily, our friends Gian and Steve decided to turn around and be here with us. And honestly, we were so grateful about that. After a lot of communication with the Land Rover community, and especially with Christian from Land Rover Workshop in Panama City, we now face two options. A. Tow Willie 500 kilometers to Panama City. Or B.
We took out the prop shaft, we took out the half shafts and sealed everything a little bit, and we engaged the differential lock, and now we are trying to drive to Panama City, and which is really incredible, the whole Land Rover community. I wrote into the Land Rover chat we have on WhatsApp, and we got so many answers and so many people that want to help. And there is a Christian in Panama City, the mechanic, and he also, I texted with him yesterday to make sure we can get to Panama City, and this is what we're trying now. It's only 500 kilometers, so wish us luck with the differential lock and an open diff in the back. Yep.
So we just made a small break to see if everything underneath Willie is still as it should be. Luckily it is. It's a weird feeling to drive like this. I mean, I'm not even driving, but Christian already got like 2 messages on his watch that he's not relaxed.
Stress level is too high.
Yes, and yeah, we still have what,
420 kilometers.
Yeah.
So why does the whole thing work and we can drive now? So you have the engine, then from there you have the clutch. After the clutch you have the normal gearbox, and from the gearbox you have the transfer case, and the transfer case has a differential lock, a central lock inside, which is a claw clutch, which means it's a mechanical clutch for the rear and the front prop shaft, which is something like this, which is neither engaged or disengaged, which means as soon as you engage it, you have 50% to the rear axle, 50% to the front axle. So what we did is we took out the prop shaft, we took out the half shafts, so we don't have any movements anymore in the differential. So the differential is just sitting there with no movement because it's broken also, and we don't have any movement anymore, so we don't hurt it more. And since the central lock is engaged, which means the claws are engaged, we have 100% of the power going to the front wheels and to the front differential and then to the wheels. And this is why we can drive, and you don't have any moving parts or something like this, so you can also drive like 60. And since the rear prop shaft is out, you don't have any torsion anymore on the clutch, on the central lock clutch, which means we can drive like this and it's totally fine and nothing happens. And we are here in a really nice spot. You see the waterfall up there? Kilometers left. Everything works fine. Very nice. You never saw a Defender with front wheel drive. That's funny.
And then, as we came closer to Panama City, we were finally able to see the Panama Canal. Every year, 12,000 to 14,000 ships navigate the Panama Canal. That's about 35 ships every single day, threading through its locks like clockwork. Around 300 million tons oil, gas, container, bulk goods flowing through this narrow slice of land, connecting oceans and reshaping global trade with every passage. To be honest, driving in Panama City felt like stepping back into civilization. And then, we finally made it to the place that will become our home for the next couple of days.
Hola. Hola. Sí, yo te vi en un video en YouTube cuando estabas por El Salvador. ¿Cómo te va? Hola.
We were welcomed with open arms and the words, "You are home now." And somehow, among the workbenches and car parts, it felt exactly like that. The next day, it was time to get to work. Our mechanic was Claudio, who is a specialist in Land Rover Defenders.
Until you put it in four-wheel drive.
A lot of cleaning inside.
Screw pieces in there.
Screw pieces too, plus...
So it didn't cause any damage to the casing?
Yeah, it did.
It did?
Yeah, every last one came off. For sure. So what happened here, this is the differential, the old one that we took out. Here comes the drive shaft, prop shaft in, and this one is the crown wheel, and that's the body of the differential. And somehow the whole bolts, all the bolts who connected the crown wheel to the differential body sheared off. And they were in the oil sump in the case, which is really weird. So it's kind of strange that this happened. So usually they don't break, and we replaced the whole thing because we don't know for sure if some bearings are like cracked up, or if some of these teeth here are also hurt. And because we're driving down to Ushuaia, we want to be sure and just replace the whole differential with the case. And yeah, it's just a better solution for us and safe for the future.
Thanks to the Land Rover community and especially Christian's team, we were able to drive away only 48 hours later. We were incredibly lucky because they had a refurbished differential. When we planned our trip to Panama, we had all these amazing spots we were dreaming of visiting. But then Willie broke down, which ate up quite a bit of our time, and the shipping date kept creeping closer. Still, we weren't ready to give up. We wanted to squeeze in a little more of this country before moving on. We were able to camp right in front of Picacho de Ola, thanks to the camp spot from Miriam, the owner.
Just pressed out a lot of oranges, which we got from
The first camp spot in Panama?
Cheers. Oh, it's good. Sweet and sour. We got this chili from the lady here. Smell good. Smell really hot.
Are you crying? Not yet? Uh-huh. Okay. Well, give him some time. Christian decided to hike the next morning.
So this morning we got breakfast from Miriam.
More than you can see on the picture.
More? It was more before, so I already ate most of it. It's chicken sausage, and this is maize, and that's Panamanian breakfast. Thank you very much.
And how was it?
Was good. It's the maize is a little bit like polenta, but much finer.
And creamier too?
Creamier. Chicken is also good. Very nice taste.
As the day leans towards evening, the sun dips low and spills golden light across Picacho de Ola. The green of the forested slopes deepens, rich and almost liquid under the fading light, while the valley holds a soft, warm haze that makes every ridge look layered and endless. The jagged peaks glow, sharp edges catching fire for a moment before shadow slides back in. We made our way towards the next destination.
Hi.
It's extremely washed out and super steep and super angled, so
Nope.
probably not.
And how did the doggy do?
The doggy was fine. He found a river here to drink some water.
Ah, lovely.
Very
Lovely
nice.
for the
Nacho.
doggy.
Nacho.
Nacho!
Ah,
Hello, people. Aha!
And he cooled down his feet.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, he did some spa.
Some spa.
Some spa. Spa
Yeah.
for the dog.
Lovely.
Okay, let's try.
No.
Macho doesn't understand.
Nacho's like, what the?
Where'd you put the load?
One more.
So we are walking up to the waterfall Chorros de Ola, which is probably very nice. Looks really nice from the distance, and it's pretty close to our previous camp spot. We camped right here outside of the gate, which is hopefully okay. So we have a Gianluca here, which is really cool because we were in contact really early, and you watch our videos, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Most than 1 year looking you since you start from when you arrived to Canada.
Yeah.
When you arrived there, following. So now it's very strange being here with you here.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Sharing.
Yeah, it's also for us cool because we read all the comments and it's very, very nice, and then you meet somebody in person, and it's really cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and he is here with a very cool troopy, which is in the background.
Dinira.
Dinira. That's the name. Okay.
The name.
And it's the cool thing is it's a diesel V8, which is very rare, especially here. And yeah, we can.
And the first time, first night yesterday.
First camping trip
Yes.
with the vehicle.
First.
Since the roof is on top, and so it's completely new car and never used before. Right?
Never. No.
Yeah.
3,000 kilometers.
3,000 kilometers. And it's a real beauty.
Wow. Oh, no thanks. I'm good. Man, that is the cleanest setup I've ever seen. Oh, it's got a hinge.
Ah.
Oh.
Good God.
Chorros de Ola plunges roughly 50 meters down the mountainside, making it the second highest waterfall in Panama. But what's there? Paracas.
It was in Baracas.
And the wing is called the Paracas. I did like 70,000.
Christian, you gotta get a shot from over here with your...
Our beautiful day of adventure. Lovely.
Just the stick of the knife, trying to punch in the watermelon like this, but we managed to have it. I didn't want to come back and then sound. And if you do with two, it's like the marimba.
Yeah.
True.
Morning woke us with a rainbow, vivid and impossible, stretching straight into the waterfall. Sunbeams threaded through the forest, and the leaves of the trees caught the light, deepening the rich, vibrant green, shaking softly as if the forest itself were waking.
Well, no, thank you. No, it's very great that now you are here after 1 year and a half, maybe.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
actually, by the photo I just showed you, it's
Yeah.
1 year.
1
4
year.
months.
It's exactly 1 year now.
Following you since you bring your car to Halifax, Alaska. I started following you.
Yeah.
The same moment I started building my car from scratch to what is now almost ready. So it's very great now you are here, not seeing you in videos, but in real
In
time
real.
and putting
With
the
the
flag of
sticker
Panama.
of
Wow.
Panama, yeah.
I'm not born in Panama, but after 11 years living here, I think I'm almost out
You're
of it.
integrated.
I'm integrated. Fantastic. No bubbles.
No bubbles. Perfect. By a real Panamanian. It's an honor to put our sticker on. It's the first sticker on your car,
The
right?
first
The first
sticker,
on the first camping trip,
the first camping trip, the third night, the second night,
second night.
third day,
Yeah,
3,000 kilometers.
on a really beautiful troopy.
Yeah. Fantastic. Great. I hope someday will be a complex to have yours respected by others.
By others,
putting
yeah.
stickers here
Yeah.
all around the world.
Yeah, you have a lot of space for more.
Yes, I have a lot of space.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Bye, lady.
The time goes by so fast, and we needed to start preparing everything for shipping and doing Nacho's paperwork for flying to South America. But we will do a special episode on that soon.
Another Google Map shortcut. Love it.
Nou zijn we gestorven hoor.
It's really hard to believe we are at the end of this journey to Central America. A few days ago, someone asked me what stood out the most during our time here. We've seen volcanoes, jungles, and the landscapes that take your breath away. But honestly, when I think about it, the first thing that comes to my mind is the people. The warmth, the generosity, the simple kindness that flows so naturally here. It's a kind of humanity that doesn't ask for anything in return. And for that, we are incredibly grateful. Thank you Central America, for the quiet moments of connection, for the selfless spirit that you shared with us. We carry that with us as we head south, hoping to meet more of the same open hearts, the same quiet generosity along the roads ahead. And hey, if you made it all the way here, thank you. Every like, comment, share, and subscription helps more than you know. A special thank you to those of you supporting us through Super Thanks, Patreon, or in any other way. Thank you for being a part of our story. See you in the next one.